to be back.
It's been a while, guys.
What's up,
So,
everybody?
how's everyone's weekend?
Pretty good.
Yeah, I had a good weekend.
Watch some TV.
Yeah, watched a little television. I went, did a bunch of running around with the kids. We had like this party Saturday night with the kids and everything. Like we stayed up. The kids stayed
Oh,
up.
did they watch you
late.
get knocked out? Because I got knocked out this weekend.
What?
I lost my belt.
No.
Yeah, it's a little hurt. Just little stings. Little stings still bad.
Well,
It's still stinging.
Yeah. So we're back, everybody. Welcome to the Jabs podcast.
And
I am Jamie.
I'm not concussed anymore.
That's good. You got a couple of days to sleep it off a little bit.
Fine.
You reset the robot.
Yeah, a little bit. So, yeah, we are back. We are Jabs Podcast. It's been a few weeks. I'm Jamie with John Pollock and Stipe Miocic, former UFC.
Ooh, that one hurt right there.
That stings.
Right? That
Deep
stings
cuts.
a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah, that
Deep
stings a little
cuts.
bit.
All right.
I mean, it is what it is, bro.
Yeah, listen, we all win, we all lose.
You got a great mindset about it. You really do.
I know. It sucks. You know, I'll be back. You know, that's what I do.
That's it.
I mean, that's what I do. I mean, shit wasn't my night. It happens. Listen, there's a lot of guys that should have won. They didn't win. I mean,
Part of the game, bro.
yeah. But anyway, you know how good it is to taste beer right now? Oh, it feels so good.
So I came downstairs and I looked at Pollock and I saw you had Modelo's lined up and I was like, somebody's out of camp. Somebody's not going to be a cranky bitch anymore.
Wow. What about you? You're 24/7. You have nothing going on. You have no fight.
That's who I am, though.
Yeah, I was not a cranky bitch.
I know.
You're making me a cranky bitch now.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Look at that. I think you just bring it out in people, Jamie. I think
He does 100%.
I think everyone's in a good mood until they meet Jamie, and then they just become like overly bitter and angry, and they're like, "Where did this anger come from?" And you just have that effect on people.
My wife would agree with you. So thanks.
Well, she has
Appreciate
pretty much the same like mindset too.
Who?
my wife.
And I'm just joking. I love
Wow. Wow. I'm going to go home and tell her all
No,
about
just
that
tell her.
one. She doesn't listen, but
Thank
now
God.
she will.
How about my wife? I didn't tell you this. And someone's like, "Do you gotta listen to podcasts?" Your brother was your husband was shitting on you. I was like, "Oh." I was like, "No, babe, it was a joke." I was like,
No, you were shitting all over her.
100%, but like it was joking.
And her family. Like, it was pretty bad there for a little bit.
For 10 seconds, and it was a joke.
I love my wife.
Yeah,
That was
I love
still
my
the
wife.
highlight of this podcast. So we haven't met in a few weeks. There's been a lot going on aside from UFC fights. For me, the biggest part, I was thinking about this coming over here, the biggest thing that's happened to me in the last few weeks is I bought a bicycle. That's it.
Yeah.
Bought a bicycle.
We're like, oh, what'd you do? Well, Steve is like, I flew halfway across the country. It was on TV. Blah blah.
Knocked
And Jamie's
out.
like, I got a bike.
I got a bicycle. Yeah, so a little known fact that you might not know, you probably don't know this because you have no reason to know it. There is a bicycle shortage currently in the United States of America.
I didn't know that.
So purchasing a bicycle, like I was looking to spend good money. My kids got pretty nice bikes last month. We got them like it was a Christmas present, but there's a bike shortage, so it took a while. So I finally decided I was going to go get mine. Went to 5 different bike shops, and nobody had anything that was under $6,500 for
That's
a
inflated.
bicycle.
That's inflated, my
You know
friend.
what though, Jamie? When you go to a bike shop and you say, "Hey, like, what do you think little kids would like?" I feel like you're gonna get a real bad response.
Pretty much.
That's not what I was asking, though. Like,
No,
that's not at all.
Maybe
what I was
that's why there's a
asking.
bike shortage. Nobody wants to sell you one.
No, they're
like
all-
this guy with a handlebar mustache is coming in here.
Creep.
They're all e-bikes. Like that's a big thing now.
the half pedal ones.
Yeah, they have
sold.
motors.
Have you seen those? Dude, those are sick with the fat tires on them.
Well, so some of them have fat tires, but the fat tires like $1,000, just the fat tires. The e-bikes have a motor, like an electric motor in them.
You pedal
so
it,
you
charges up.
somewhat pedal, but mostly it's like a little dirt bike.
Scooter.
Yeah, it's like a scooter. Yeah,
I want a scooter.
that's not what I wanted.
I
I
would,
almost got a scooter just to drive to the gym. I used to live like
Yeah, you were
15
close.
minutes. I was really close, actually, just to drive to the gym back and forth.
just zipping around on a Vespa.
All I need is 35. That's all I need.
I saw those the fat tire pedal bikes on probably on like YouTube or something, but those things are sweet. Like it doesn't surprise me. They're also $1,000. I mean,
Just the tires,
Yeah.
dude, are like $1,000. Like bikes are crazy expensive. So I wound up going to a local bike shop that I had heard. I went to one bike shop and they were like, "Hey, I heard a rumor." It was like a drug deal. It was seriously like a drug deal.
love it.
The guy was like, "So I'm not supposed to tell you this, but I heard a rumor that so and so in the neighboring city got like 4 mountain bikes over the weekend." I was like, "Do you have his phone number?" So I called this guy on his day off. His shop was closed. Called him. He answered, thank God, and told him who I was. Not that matters. And
Yeah,
I
like,
told him what I had heard.
Jamie, Jabs Podcast, hello.
Yeah, so I met him the next morning when they opened, and sight unseen, I pedaled the damn thing down like West Side Street and came back and was like, "I'll take it." Nobody else has a bike.
Sweating.
When was the last time? So prior to this bike, Jamie, when was the last time you remember like owning a bike? What about and you too, Stipe?
I was probably like 14, maybe.
So I actually have a bike my dad gave me. I just had to put it together. I got it right before we got
Are you
called.
serious?
It's a sweet like old school bike.
Jamie's been going to all these stores looking for bikes, and Stipe's like, "Oh, I got this one in a box, like behind a
It's
cabinet
like
in the garage."
cool, like one of those cool old retro bikes, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait to put it together. I'm gonna put it probably next week when it gets it's tall weather. It was 70 degrees last week, and we just got 8 inches of snow.
No, it was 70 degrees on Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday, right?
And then it snowed the next day.
Yeah, today is April 1st. It's Thursday, and it was literally 70 degrees on Tuesday. I took the day off. My kids are on spring break.
Yeah.
We had a blast of a day, and then I woke up this morning. There was some snow on the ground.
A little bit, and then it just came.
I got into my office,
8
like
inches.
went over and got a cup of coffee, came back. I couldn't see the street.
My wife prays for that.
Oh, hey, real quick, guys. I haven't had a bike since I was probably 15. It was a dyno,
Sorry
which was
about
super
that.
sweet.
Which one,
Thanks,
Dyno
thanks for asking,
Dyno
guys.
Comp?
It was like a blue and yellow dyno. I loved it
What-
with
what's
like
the kind?
the gyro on it, where the handlebar
Yeah.
spins all the
Do
way.
you
Those
have
were
the pegs?
awesome. Yeah, I had the pegs on the back.
You have to, bro.
Dude, sweet.
Did you do tricks?
No, I
You ever take it off a
No, it
street
was
ramp?
like it was the most unnecessary bike I ever had. I couldn't do any tricks. It was terrible.
I did. I died every time I did it.
Yeah, like how many times have you tried to do tricks and you like hit yourselves in the shins and stuff?
Never.
But
Ever.
anyway,
Done.
so you were saying, Jamie, it is April 1st. So my thing to you guys is, what are your thoughts on April 1st or April Fool's Day pranks? You fans, not fans?
Love 'em.
Do you like them?
We're firemen, so that's what we do. It's every day for
I
us.
was gonna say, what is that like? What's that like in the firehouse, especially on April Fools? Is it like
There's no pranks on April Fools because like everyone expects that.
Yeah, so
right?
it's like-
So you go
know
every
what?
other day?
We'll give you a prank on like December 3rd.
Actually, probably the best one I've ever done was to my mother. We they have a house, like a summer house, about an hour and a half away, 2 hours away. You've been there, Pog.
Yep.
Isn't that where you saw your mom in her underwear?
That's it. Your blue underwear. Remember
This
that?
is
When
true.
you were salivating over.
I
you
remember.
sick son of a bitch.
I remember, son.
Anyway, Dad, you need to shut your mouth. I had one of my buddies with me where my mom wanted me to like move some sticks or something. I have no idea. It was the stupidest. I was hungover. She wanted us. We just got the house built and whatever. So we're doing it, and I was talking to my buddy. I'm like, "Hey, dude, let's play a joke with my mom." So I had like firewood in the back of the truck, my car at the time. I'm like, "Hey, mom, can I move? Can I back up over here and put the wood away?" She's like, "Yeah, for sure." So my buddy gets down on his back and he lays underneath the car like I ran over him. I'm like, "Hey, Nick, back me up. Nick, back me up." He's like, "I got you." He's like, "Get off my leg." And I'm like, I play like a double take like I didn't want to do with my mom, dude. Goes pale white. And she starts like creeping, like looking, and starts running, like, "Oh my God." She's like, Nick, are you okay?" And he's trying not to laugh because she's like, all of a sudden I'm like, "April, motherfucking fools." And she hit me so hard. Dude. She's like, I didn't think, I was like, "He's going to sue me. I'm about to puke." Like, she didn't know what to do. She was like, it was great. It was great.
So here's some. So you were younger when you did that prank on your parents. Now being a parent, do you like have that? Like, does it flip a little bit? Going like, "Oh, I can totally understand why she freaked out now." Like, because if you were
No.
if it was flipped around,
Oh, it's great. I think it's great. I think
so
it's
if your
humor.
kids played that joke on you, you would be.
I'm like, "You're the dumbass around them over. You got to pay for it."
I think one of the things that's kind of ruined it is the internet. Because like for a while there, this was years ago, you would see like tweets or Facebook posts from different companies, and people would freak out and be like, "Holy shit!" Whatever it is. I'm looking at one from today where Velveeta said that they were coming out with a skincare line, but like you just know it's April 1st, so you know everything's bullshit.
Yeah.
Nothing. If something serious happens on April 1st, you're fucked because nobody's going to believe it.
Yeah. The boy who cried wolf
Yeah.
scenario
That's
comes
pretty
into
much
play.
me though. Every day of the week.
Yeah.
I mean, I do it to my daughter. It's terrible. My daughter, like, we'll go to bed and she's like, tries to get up and walk out. And I'm like, "This is bad, but it's the only way to get her back in bed." She'll be like, "Oh, is that the boogeyman?" She's like, "No." And she runs back into my arms. And I hate
that's-
this.
That's the shit you do as a parent.
No, that's a good one though, because makes her look to you as a protector and
No, because I hide too.
What about you, John? You got any April Fool's pranks that stick out?
I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but I always forget that it's April 1st. So I'll like read shit and like either A, I won't think anything of it, or B, I'll like be like, oh, that's fucking crazy. And then, whatever. Actually, something just came out where some dad played a prank on his kid about the Steelers traded for Baker Mayfield and he was going to play for Pittsburgh.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
That's like
And
fantastic.
he played the prank on his, like, I think it was his daughter, and she was like so upset.
Yeah,
because
that's pretty good.
She thought Baker Mayfield was going to the Steelers.
So like I'm looking up like best April Fool's pranks of today for 2021, but it's all like corporate sponsors, like it is. But like getting a recording and throwing it up on YouTube, where it's like a parent doing it to their kids, all for
Yeah, like it's authentic.
all
like,
for it. Yeah,
You
that's
know,
the,
John's was when he was like, "Oh, I got a match on Bubble." Oh, never mind.
Yeah, that was. Oh, you got me again.
that takes me to,
not
like-
you. The dating sites, not Steven. The
my
dating
money,
sites got me
take
again.
my $15.
False hope.
That's like the Halloween where parents I forget who does it. It's a late night host, maybe Fallon. I'm not sure, but like the day after Halloween, parents will get up and like empty out where the kids put all the candy and just throw a couple of wrappers in there, and the kids wake up and the parents are like,
Oh, it's
we
great.
ate all
Yeah,
your
it's
candy.
funny.
And the kids lose their shit, and it's like we did that to our kids a couple of times, but
Did you ever see like the Christmas ones? Like your kids, like, hey, you got a banana.
yeah.
And the kid's like, oh, I want an iPhone. And how about the one? I never seen the one. The kid was like, oh my God, this is so awesome. Thank you. I'm like, what a great kid.
Good kid.
Like, he's like, thank you so much. Like,
wanted a banana.
oh my God. He's like hugging it. And
But
kissing it.
he's also got tears in his eyes because he's like
he knows.
he's upset. Yeah.
But I'm like, what a good kid. Like, play it off like that. Like, if my parents said to me, I'm like, you can kiss my ass.
So the parents play the joke that they eat all their kids' Easter candy.
I'm going to actually. That's sad.
Do you when you were a kid, did your mom or dad or whoever, like, this was kind of a side note to Halloween candy, but did they like used to like, oh, we have to check it to make sure it's safe, but then they end up keeping, they're like, I'll take some of this and
It's
some of this.
it's the trick as old as time.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
You eat all
Yeah.
your kids' Halloween candy.
It's the dad tax, man.
Is that what your
Like,
dad does
that's-
to you still?
Yeah, that's right. When I go trick or treat, hey, it's more weird that
Bro, I have
there's
the
a
best-
36-year-old man trick or treating.
Serious note, is there like a logo for Bumble?
Probably. Yeah, I
Jamie,
think so.
can you look it up right now?
I'm on it. Yeah.
Probably.
Wait.
Is it a picture of my face?
No.
Is that the
would
joke?
be amazing.
No. So the
Look at images.
did you ever have? Did you ever get a toothbrush or something? I had a family like when I was a little kid that lived in our neighborhood that
That's
always
weird.
they were I think the woman
Dentist?
that was there was the dentist.
Well, that's-
every
that's
year
smart.
handed out. Yeah, but
okay.
she's getting a deal on that.
She got it for
She's
free.
handing out free toothpaste and toothbrushes. She's like, I don't have to buy candy.
There's no logo.
It's this. It's the
Dude, you should be a big white box. And
With
just
a
have the
Bumble logo.
That's actually not a terrible
That's an
Halloween
awesome
costume. That's a
Halloween
pretty good Halloween costume.
just your head sticking out of
and then,
this
and then,
symbol
and then
right
like
here.
you have like pieces of paper, and then have like a slip by a wiener, and then like you can put it in there and see if you can match.
That's
They have your wiener.
amazing.
No,
Love it. My wife's totally gonna somehow figure out that I just Googled Bumble and be like, "What the fuck?"
so it's for Stipe. He's trying to join because John has one.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Oh wait,
off
opening
the
day. It
rails.
was big day today too. Opening day.
It was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Tribe lost.
Oh, dude, I was watching.
3-2.
How about I was like, I was trying to watch. I guess it's on STL right now or something like that.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's
Yeah.
not a good look.
Yeah. So I was watching my phone, and I didn't have a chance all day. So I'm like, let's try watching him. So it's top ninth. Oh my God, he's sweet. And then Perez comes up, dude. I'm like, this dude's got to drop a home run. I turn my head away, look back. I'm like, yeah, 2-1 home run. I'm like, oh, we got a chance. And then we lost.
What
I
did-
was so excited.
I'm looking it
3-2.
up now. Didn't Bieber strike out like?
Yeah, he got
14
3 runs.
14
First 2 innings.
people.
Yeah, he's. How did they get the runs? Was it error? Or?
I think one was a home run. I think Miguel Cabrera.
He had
hit a
12
home run.
strikeouts.
Jesus.
Opening day and they lost. Jesus
In
Christ.
the cold. In the cold.
You know what? You know what makes me mad about the Indians? I feel like we somehow get the short end of the stick for opening day, where when we host, like so we have our first actual home game of the season, it's on like a Monday or Tuesday all the time. I'm
Yeah,
like, why can't
it
it be on a
is.
Friday?
No, so I've done.
Imagine the Friday afternoon rager.
Oh,
That
let's
like
get next year.
I hope
It
so.
has happened before. I did the home opener 13 straight years, and it was a blast every year. I don't remember a lot of them, but
Because you were drunk.
well, I mean, I used to be. Let's just let me have a sip of beer. But
That's why we never have videos.
but you never know. We're recording. I got everything. I'm gonna fuck something up.
Of course. Or me.
You never know what the weather's gonna be.
That's, yes.
It's a huge thing. I have been to home openers where it has been 75, beautiful, like the nicest day of the year, and I've been to home openers in the snow.
Look, today.
No clue.
Look,
Today.
They would have canceled today.
But they were playing in Detroit where
Yeah.
it was still snowing.
Yeah. It wasn't nearly
Wasn't
as
as
bad.
bad.
Yeah.
No. But it's a rite of passage here. My biggest gripe right now with the Cleveland Indians is everything.
No,
I don't
that's
know- I
quite
don't-
the gripe.
I legit don't know one guy I met on a team like I was friends with. Like
Jose Ramirez. That's it. That's all that's left.
But I really don't. I remember
You don't know him.
I've talked to him
Yeah,
a few
yeah.
times, but
Right.
nothing like we never like my boy Jan or you know what I mean, like those guys.
Yeah, no, it's there's the big one of the big rumors is they're doing everything they can to shed payroll and everything else to move. And Nashville is looking for a team, and I don't know.
That's not a good.
It's not a
I
good
want
look.
to talk about change the subject, please. Let's
Yeah.
change the subject.
Yeah, well.
Anyways, go Tribe.
Yeah,
This is going to be a long season.
Speaking of sports, another fight coming up that everyone's talking about is Jake Paul versus Ben Askren.
Yeah.
How do you think that's going to go?
I don't know, man. Just because Ben pretty much pushed his face and then
Did you
like
see that?
slapped
He
his
gave him
ass.
the pie face. Yeah.
Dude, I was like, bro, if somebody did that to me, I'd knock him out.
Like it, I
I'm
don't
a
know.
nice guy, but dude, don't touch my face.
Well, I don't understand. Like, did Jake Paul want to punch him, and then halfway through decided this
Yeah.
is a bad idea? Like, I don't want to ruin the fight, so he pulled back, so it
He
looked like
showed
a
his
weird
card-
butt. It looked like a weird butt slap punch.
My new thing is he showed his cards.
So I don't like. My thing is Ben Askren. I'm not trying to talk shit about anybody. I respect the fuck out of anyone that's walked into the octagon that's done, or anyone that's done what Ben Askren has done in his career.
He has a brand new
collegiately.
hip.
Some of the worst hands in the UFC, and this is a boxing match.
Yeah. Sure
And Jake Paul, while his competition hasn't been the best, it's going to be interesting. I do not think it's going to be nearly as one-sided as a lot of people think.
No,
it's
I
gonna
don't
be.
think so either.
I do think that the MMA community really wants Ben Askren to fucking win, though.
What did you see the one? I saw some guy.
They're
that was
gonna
a tweet or something.
I
He's
saw
like,
it. Yep.
Well, he's like, we'll forget about you getting knocked out in 7 seconds.
We'll wipe that off your record. Yeah,
That was actually funny when I saw that.
yeah. But I don't think it's going to be as one-sided.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
it's a
fight,
weird
dude.
it's a weird matchup
Mm-hmm.
because Askren's primarily known as being a wrestler, obviously, and then Jake Paul has a very minimal resume up to this point. You don't know the quality. I mean, you've seen the people he's beaten, but you don't know the real quality of how good they were.
Sure.
And then who knows? I mean, shit, I don't know.
I don't either, man. When is the fight, by the way? Is that?
April? No.
Oh, it is April.
I don't know.
I'm looking it up.
Dana White was on Mike Tyson's podcast. He's like, I'll bet $1 million fucking
Yeah, he bumped
dollars
up
that.
at 2. Jake bumped
Did he
up at
really?
2, yeah.
On who?
That Askren would win the fight.
Okay.
Askren's gonna get paid. He's making like 1.5. That's not gonna pay per view though.
Is he really?
But he's gonna make a
Damn it. Those boys get paid, man.
He's gonna get a lot.
Those boys get paid.
Ben's gonna make some dough, bro.
Yeah. So if we're going to stick along the sports topics, we are down to the Final Four in the NCAA.
You know what's funny? This is the first year I really have not paid attention.
I haven't really.
Besides the first round, actually, because the first round, I didn't care after that because Ohio State lost.
Yeah, I was super excited just to see Michigan get knocked.
Yeah,
they got
well,
knocked.
it didn't sting as bad when Ohio State lost.
What?
Nothing.
What?
It's like a typical.
Why are you giving
You're like
me
a
that
typical
look?
Ohio State fan.
Because you like the team up north, bro.
Yeah.
That's
And you're
fine.
from Ohio.
That's fine. But you're like, you should have been rooting for a Big Ten team.
So no, that's SEC bullshit. We don't
Okay.
do that in the Big Ten.
Okay.
Yeah, we ain't
We don't do
bitches,
that in
bro.
the Big
We're
Ten.
not bitches, bro. We're
Nah,
grown ass men.
We're Northerners.
Grown ass men sitting at the table.
So are you saying, as a Michigan fan, that if you saw
No, I
Ohio
wouldn't have.
State-
I wouldn't have rooted for
Exactly.
them. That's
So
fair.
why would you lie to
But
us? That's a bullshit. lie
but
there.
I don't know if I-
No, don't back away. No.
he's backing out.
no. But I don't know if I would have brought that up. You just brought that up straight out of nowhere, going like, "Oh, I was happy Michigan lost." Like,
Yes.
you could have just passed over,
Just
went
like
to the
when you
Final
guys
Four.
Ducked us in football.
That's right. They totally decided not to play.
Yeah.
Wow.
Safety first.
That was one
Anyway.
of the. So that was that was actually one of the stupid April Fool's pranks I saw today. Some Ohio State fan page said Michigan just secured the number one pick or the number one recruit out of high school. They are now the number one recruiting school of the year.
Oh, and it wasn't real.
That's not. That's a lie or something. It was great.
But so Ohio State lost first round to Oral Roberts.
They did.
But then
so you guys
that doesn't sting as bad because they
Oral
won a
Roberts
couple games.
Yeah, that's why they made it 3-16, right? Yeah, 16.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but Michigan lost to UCLA, who's in the Final Four, and it's all good.
Oh, yeah. It's fine. I don't really follow college basketball.
So you got so what you got left? You got 2 1 seeds: Gonzaga and
3.
Baylor.
That was 3.
Houston is a 2 seed, and then UCLA is an 11, but it's UCLA.
So we got to do this.
which you
This will
can't-
air. This will come out.
It'll be next
after.
Wednesday.
It'll come out after
National championship.
the national championship. So we got to do our picks and see who's right
Oh, I like it a lot.
So wait, I'm going Gonzaga.
to win, or pick your
I want-
semifinal winners and then pick your final
I
winner.
got Gonzaga. Who's the other game? Houston versus
Houston and Baylor on the other
I'm
side,
going Baylor.
and then so you have Gonzaga
Yeah,
over
over
Baylor.
Baylor,
Okay.
So
What about
the
you,
2
Jamie?
1 seeds. I really want to take UCLA as the 11, but I'm going to go Gonzaga and I'll go Houston. And I'm going to take.
The
I'm
only reason he went
also
Houston is because I won Baylor. That's the only reason he's there.
the problem is I'm going to take Gonzaga to win it all. Finally, they were supposed to do it last year.
Bro,
They got
dude,
canceled.
listen, I love Gonzaga because like they're not a massive school, but they're just good.
Yeah.
Aren't they a strange program though? How has Gonzaga
Always
been
good?
this good for this long? I think we brought this up before.
I have no idea.
I'm okay with that, though.
I think is Gonzaga in Washington.
California.
Yeah, no, Washington.
No,
Washington?
I thought it was in California
it's
too.
like- it's like,
but it's a West Coast school. It's near
Definitely
Yeah.
West Coast.
Yeah.
near.
I actually looked up the other day. That's the reason I know it's in Washington.
Did you?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it is Spokane.
Yeah,
I
so
had
that's
no
why
idea.
I couldn't remember.
so you've got Gonzaga over UCLA, and then you have Baylor over Houston,
Yeah.
and then you have Gonzaga over Baylor, and then Jamie, you got
going,
Houston and
Gonzaga, and I'm going Gonzaga.
All right.
Gonzaga.
I'll go Baylor over Houston, and I'm going to go UCLA over Gonzaga. Battle the West Coast. I'll take UCLA. They're back. And then I'm going to have Baylor beat UCLA.
They're not that far back.
They're not that far back.
That's
But
that's a good.
I'll
Yeah,
have-
that's good.
Yeah, I'll have Baylor just to throw a different one in there.
I think we talked about this before. Like I'm a huge college basketball fan, especially when it comes conference tourney time. But this year, dude, it's just been like I haven't had time. I feel like I haven't had time. I probably have had time. I'm watching a lot more hockey than I used to. But
Your boys won it, dude. Your little boy.
yeah, they
That's
won the
awesome. I was so
championship. It
happy.
was so fucking cool.
I was during fight week. I was watching. I was
Oh,
like, yeah.
nice. Yeah. Yeah, I got picked for an all-star game. Like it was it's been a great season. But college basketball, I just have not paid the attention that I used to. Like I paid attention to Gonzaga because they really were supposed to win it all last year and then it got canceled. But otherwise, that's about it.
Yeah, I haven't watched a ton of it either. And I never really watch a lot of college basketball. So then everybody's like, oh, you want to do a bracket? And I'm like, I don't know shit. Like I'm picking off just college names.
Let's talk about the fact that like Ohio State was tearing it up, and then they lost like 4 out of 5 games, and out of
Yeah.
the 4 5 games, I think they were top 10 teams.
Yeah,
Like,
I think their thing was like defense, right? Like they score a ton of points, but their defense was suspect.
They didn't have a big guy. Like they had one real big guy, but that was about it.
That
Like,
was about it. They got
crazy.
killed by big guys all season
Yeah,
long.
like Michigan, like it was a tough one because Michigan had that real good dude in the middle.
That was the guy who wasn't there when they played for the I think for in the Big Ten tournament. Michigan was missing the guy who was one of their big
livers
guys.
or
Yeah.
something. I think.
Yeah.
So that
Jamie,
helped.
you got Roy Williams up on the screen there. He just announced his retirement today.
Yeah,
I
which
do
is
not think
nuts.
that is an April Fool's joke.
Like,
Oh, you know what? I
not
think
from
about
this
that.
website.
No, I don't think it is. I think
It was on SportsCenter, so it seems legit.
yeah, it's real.
Yeah, so UNC is one of my favorite teams of all time. I've always been a Tar Heel fan. I hate Duke very much.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like Duke either.
Can't stand them. Yep.
I didn't realize he was at UNC for 18 years.
Yeah, bro.
It feels like it hasn't been that long, right?
Yeah.
Like because it was Dean Smith before.
That's who it
Dean
was.
Smith was the coach forever.
So
Since the program started in 1850.
That's what it feels like. Yeah.
speaking of like perspective on time, I saw a meme like a couple days ago that said people talking about the 90s today is like people talking about the 60s.
I know, right?
60s.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. Like it
Where
feels
that-
terrible.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, I saw that one yesterday, and I was like, what?
I'm sorry. I just had a funny thing, just totally off subject.
Oh, well, whatever.
Did you ever have your daughter go, oh, hey, I pooped, and she stuck her finger down her diaper and just showed you poop in her finger?
Yeah.
Oh, that was good times last night.
Oh, this was last
2
night.
nights ago, 2 nights ago. And I was like, I grab her hand, I go, I'm like, that's shit.
Yeah.
And I had to wipe her. But she didn't, it's funny because she's like very clean, doesn't like it. But I don't think she realized she was doing it, and then she went too deep.
My daughter.
She dropped the hammer, though. I couldn't.
Yeah. So my daughter did it once in the living room. She she didn't announce it. She just reached in, grabbed a handful.
Please don't show your face.
And was like looking at it or something. And then all of a sudden, like we heard her in the other room, like almost like she was like whimpering. The dog had backed her like into a corner. And was like, dog wanted the poo. And that was the only time she ever did it. That was it.
And that dog got ass beat.
My son did it once at my sister's house and rubbed it all over a door.
Yes.
Dude, like
I do that now, and I'm 38.
Painted shit everywhere.
I'm 38 and I do it now.
Yeah,
mark my territory, bro.
You do. But yeah, that's And now you got another one on the way. Like he's gonna do it too. Like
which I'm okay with. He's a guy though. That's what guys do. Listen, we're gonna poop with the door open, go on riverboat gambling trips and shit.
Your wife riverboat gambling trips. That's an interesting choice of activity. No, your wife dropped the news today, or not today, this past week about the name. She said in her post that it's going to be Mateo.
She did.
I
got yelled at. Or I didn't get yelled at. I got a knife.
Croatian.
Yeah.
What did she say?
I told her, I said, wait. John and I did not agree on this name on the podcast.
And then she just put the knife emoji.
Oh, yeah.
So Mateo, Croatian roots in that?
Both, yeah.
And meaning?
Matt, but no, call him Matty.
No, does it mean gift of God?
Gift of God, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Nice, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm always like, but no, we're fucking call him Maddie. And of course, the first time we tell her dad about it, he's like, oh, I'm gonna call him Maddie. My wife's like, fucking steamy.
That was her dad?
Her dad.
Oh, jeez.
She was so bad. She was so mad. I'm like, it's okay. Listen.
Yeah. It'll wear off when no one else calls him that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call his ass Teo.
That's
What's up, Teo?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, for real?
100%.
Perfect.
That's all right. My one buddy Billy, his kid's name is William. His father's name is William. His name is William, and then he named his son William. But they go by Liam. But little did he realize is that his kid's name is William Jackson. So I call him Bill Jack.
Oh God,
and then
awesome.
And then my friend's name is William Robert, so we call him Billy Bob.
Billy Bob.
So Billy Bob's son is Bill
awesome.
Jack. So
that's awesome.
Probably hate that one.
That's fantastic.
But speaking of Buddy's kids, so I was over the last podcast we recorded shortly after went down to Columbus for the state tournament, but I stopped at one of my buddy's houses. Who I hadn't seen in a while. He just moved back from Colorado. And so I'm sitting on the couch, and his daughter, she's 2 years old, comes up to me and like hands me her book that she wants. And so I start reading her book to her, right? Well, my buddy's wife takes a picture because she thought it was cute. So then she sends it to me. So then I post it on Instagram, right? Instantly, all of my buddies,
floodgates open.
All of my buddies were like thirst trap. Like my guy friends were like thirst trap, and I'm like, what? I just posted a picture because I thought it was like a nice picture. Apparently, if I do that, a bunch of girls like the picture, and then all your buddies realize what's happening and call you out on it. So
okay, what is so we
talked about this, the thirst trap. Can you elaborate?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this is.
So a thirst trap would be a picture.
It's almost like getting catfished. You know what catfishing is?
I know what catfishing is.
It's like that with the guy's perspective of like putting up a cute picture of themselves with
Well, normally it goes the other way. Normally it's girls posting pictures in like bikinis or like Instagram model.
Titty.
Yeah, Instagram model type pictures or whatever, and it's it's basically to get guys to sit there and be like, "Oh, you look so hot," or blah 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 or whatever. And so
I have a great story.
Apparently. The flip side of it is if you're a guy and you want to post a thirst trap picture, it's like you throw up a picture with a little kid or like a puppy, like you and a puppy or something like that, and just girls apparently eat it up.
Just me and my daughter, go to the mall all the time.
So what I think is interesting though is how the thirst traps work differently for each gender. Like,
I do it when I walk around naked, I'm like, hey, what's up, ladies? Like, hi, they laugh and they feel bad because like, wow, how tiny that thing is, and then they'll go out. And I'll go,
Jesus
So-
Christ.
no, talk about thirst trap. We hear a funny story. I'm not gonna tell you the person's name, but so we had a Browns game one time. I go to the bar to get a drink, and it was with a bunch of friends, and Ryan's behind me on one of those like tall bar stools, whatever you want to call it, standing ones. And I'm like sitting there, and this girl comes up to me, and she was like, my husband won't bang me, but she don't say it, she says, F me. And I'm like this, like I didn't know what to say. Like, I'm like,
Right.
what am I supposed to do? Like, I'm like, I'm like, what? Oh my, I know. And then me and Ryan just started dating. Like, probably like, I mean, yeah, we're probably 4 or 5 months in, but I didn't know what to say. Like, I'm like, and I was like in shock. And then all of a sudden in the background, my wife goes like, oh, my girl, she's a girlfriend at the time. She's like, what'd you just say? And I'm like, fuck.
Here we go.
So I ran.
So you or the girl? To
Both
the,
of us.
Oh,
I grabbed the beer and I ran to her. I was a little bitch. I ran to her. And she's like, you don't say that to him, blah, 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 blah. She's like, you want, fishing this and that. And all of a sudden, my wife, she comes up to me, yelling at me. I'm like, I didn't know what to do. Like, I was giving a beer. Like, what do you want me to do? And she's like, I'm sorry. I wasn't mad at her. I was like, I understand you're upset. I'd be the same way. But don't get mad at me, though. She's like, I'm sorry. I was like, just caught me off guard. Like, I'm like, caught you off guard. Like, I'm sitting there just trying to get a Bud Light, bro.
Yeah, you're like, I didn't say a word. I just walked away.
I'm like, that sucks. I walked away, and it was like, oh, I was so like embarrassed. Like,
That's a hard one, man. I mean,
like she wanted, like she was
wanted to
fishing.
bang.
She was fishing,
Yeah,
dude.
she
And
was
I was like, yeah.
she either wanted to bang or she wanted to get her husband pissed off. One or the other.
I don't think he was even
Neither
there.
one.
I don't
would-
think he was even there.
Okay. All right.
I like ran. I ran like a little bitch.
So I was looking up. You brought up a state tournament, and I couldn't remember what division Walsh was, but this kid that took fifth, 113, is my neighbor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yep.
They had a big.
How did
team.
your
Wait, real
how'd your
quick.
guy do?
He won matches. He didn't place though.
That's okay.
He did good. That's
It's all good, man. Did you place in states?
No, I didn't. I was like a match away. I never even made it.
Never even made it.
No.
It's mine.
Are you guilting me?
100% he is. 100% he
Are
is.
you making me feel bad?
Listen, if they had lotion and oil, he would have totally been a state champ.
I mean, like Jamie was the guy giving people water bottles. So I don't know.
No.
Jamie's I was a women's field hockey
I was
player.
out there hitting the ref in the back with a noodle.
You were the bopper guy.
I was the bopper.
bopper.
I was a bopper. Yeah, we did that with my kids a couple of years ago at a tournament up at Cuyahoga Heights. Dude, they had a blast. They're like, wait, what? I'm like, go out there when there's like 3 seconds
Just
left.
hit the ref.
Just
watch
hit them.
time and smoke 'em.
My son was like, and like just kind of give him a little tap. He didn't even feel it. The ref didn't even feel it. So it was a little bit of an issue. My daughter went out right across the back of the guy's fucking head.
You can't ball tap, honey. You can't do that.
What are you saying about my daughter?
No, you stop that. You know exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Stop that.
I do.
It was real weird. Like normally, I mean, and Stipe, you wrestled at the tournament when you were in high school. It's at the Schottenstein Center in Columbus and everything. It's like a cool layout, everything. It was so weird this year.
I watched
I watched almost no other matches that were going on. Like you walk out, you coach your kid, you come in the back, and then you're in the back room like hanging out in the auxiliary gym until
that
you
was
it was
it.
really weird.
Yeah, it used to be. It was Dayton. That's I was so old.
No, that was right before my senior. I think it was like maybe my freshman year. They were in Dayton, maybe around then. And then I remember my senior. I was wrestling the kids. Semifinals. I was wrestling them. I was up 3-0. I'm coasting. I'm like, okay, good. I got this good. I got this good. And I hit a shot, so I had a reshot, and I just came up. This dude legit just tosses me right, and he only got 2 points out of it. Thank God. Throws me across the mat, and I hear 16,000 people going, "Oh!" I'm like, I just like whizzed in, make no points. I was like, that looks so bad. I mean, I won, but I was like, God, it looks so bad.
No, that's actually it really is. Ohio has like one of the better high school state tournaments for wrestling.
Well, cool thing too is
when they're able to do it.
Like when there's a good match on too, it's not just like those schools. Like it's everyone watching that match.
Yeah.
Or it's a good match. Like people are getting into it. Like it's cool. Like it's pretty neat. Yeah. So it's a cool experience, honestly.
It is.
And
it's interesting that it's not worked. That we can't do it. Like
do you
normal.
remember Alex?
It'll be back.
Yeah, that wrestle for Berea. He was huge. Yeah.
So I remember we were in the finals together, and This dude, like, he was a monster, bro. I remember he'd be like, "Yeah, let's do it." He would take his sweater and go and just spit. I don't know if he had all of we had a shirt on. I swear to God, Hockaloo, dude. I remember the one time where it was the first year they raised the mats that year. Mm-hmm. And I run out. And I went the wrong way. He like yoked me, right? He's like, "No, this way, bro." I was like, "Dude, you just broke my neck, dude." Like,
that dude was. I remember that kid. He was all of like whatever the limit was at the time. Well, it's 285 now, but at the time I think it was 275. When you and I were in high school, I think it was 275. And that dude, he was every bit of 275.
he started.
And
he started O-line for the fucking Ohio State.
And he could wrestle.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was just a big guy that pushed around.
Yeah, he won it, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. He wasn't just a big guy that pushed people around. He was fucking good.
It was always a good match. Him and like Picarillo's name is. I think it's Picarillo.
Maybe something like that.
Something like that. It was a great match between those two.
There's a Bendow in there too, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, he was 215.
Yeah.
And when he was a freshman, I was a sophomore, junior, whatever.
Yeah,
whatever. I don't know.
But
he was good though too.
Yeah, it's just odd. Everything's switched up and whatever. But actually, circling back a little bit, we were talking about the NCAA tournament. Did you see that video that got posted with the women's NCAA weight room and then the men's one and how different they were?
Yeah. So
that changed quick.
Yeah. I did, and I have a daughter who is, she's a little savage. Who, like, how do I explain that? Like, she saw it, and I showed her. I was like, "This is what you're going to have to, And for anybody that didn't see it for whatever reason, a few NCAA women's players posted a video of the workout area for the women, which was basically in the same area. It was literally a set of dumbbells.
That's all it was, yeah.
Yeah, and then like right next to that was the men's, and it was all like it was laid out, and they weren't supposed to be like allowed to go over there and use any of it, and it did get changed immediately, but the only reason it got changed was because somebody posted it and put it out there in the world.
The reason I brought that up too was because they're in that bubble in Indianapolis doing that tournament, and there's just things are different. It forces everybody to operate differently. But you'd think the NCAA would have been a little bit more aware of like, hey, this probably isn't a good idea.
No, they were aware. It would have changed if it did.
I mean,
no. I mean, they should have been aware of it before when they set the stuff up.
Gotcha, yeah.
So you have a separate set of people in charge of the men's tournament and in charge of the women's tournament. Okay. Mm-hmm. So in a way you can kind of give them, they weren't communicating, they weren't whatever. But as soon as you walked in with one set of dumbbells and saw what the men were setting up.
Yeah, I mean, like, how absurd is it that you have one rack of dumbbells? There's 64. No, there's 64 teams in the tournament or whatever, and you're like, how we're doing one rack of dummbells? Come on.
With his keto fasting bulimic workout.
Well, he'd have been fine. He'd have been running with his little 5-pound dumbbells.
That's right. My ankle weights.
It was ridiculous.
His Jane Fonda workouts.
That's right.
It was ridiculous, and
Jazzercise is coming back. Jamie's trying to get a thought out. He's like, "Shut up, idiots!"
No, it's all good. I'm just saying that Mila, as she gets a little bit older and she's athletic,
bro,
she's going to be athletic.
I will pay.
What I'm saying is like, what I'm saying is like when Mila is 11, like Sophia is right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to explain.
No, good luck explaining that.
Yeah.
Like she saw, I was like, here, look at this. This is what you have to deal with moving into the future as an athlete, and
I get it.
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard.
That's why I have a gym.
Yeah, no.
Which is right now, it has a slide, a basketball inflatable thing in it. It's gonna get bigger here. I'm like, God damn! How am I gonna move this shit to work?
I love it.
The home gym's turned into a mini playground.
It's a playground.
We were there. Yeah. Let's see. Today, she was up for 4 or 5 hours during the day, in the morning. So probably 2.5. She was downstairs, and then woke up, went back downstairs for another 2.5 hours. Like, dude.
Well, the good news is you're going to be able to move that just shit outside.
But it's easy, yeah. I mean, she was trying to go trampoline today. My girl, I'm like, there's 8 inches of snow. She's like, no trampoline. I'm like,
love it.
No, it's cold. I love you, but no.
Love it.
Then Ryan was trying to pull our card, like, hey, you want to take her outside? I'm like, yeah, not gonna happen. I was like, maybe tomorrow.
When
I miss those days.
When I pulled up to come here today, I couldn't pull into the driveway because Stipe. See, you should have got done like 5 minutes earlier, and I wouldn't have caught it.
I messed that up.
So I'm on the way to Stipe's house. Yeah, I was on the way to Stipe's house to do the podcast, and I'm getting ready to pull into the driveway, but I can't because his truck's blocking the way. So I pull into the driveway across the street. I roll the window down. I go, "What are you doing?" He goes, 1 minute, whatever.
Okay,
and then
so
he pulls back in. I follow him in, and I go, "What were you doing?" He goes, "I had to take the trash out."
It was the trash. I knew it.
No. He goes, "I didn't want to walk all the way down there."
No. I usually do that. I usually put it in the back of the truck, and I'll bag it. I have a camera in the back of my truck, so I'll just bag it up, But there was 8 inches. There was 8 inches of snow in my truck. I thought I could roll my window down, and look out the window like Dumb and Dumber. It was frozen.
Yeah.
So I was trying to go up and down, up and down, up and down. It wouldn't work. And then finally I said, "Fuck it!" I grabbed a wiper and I cleaned it off, and then we were good. But I still wasn't that good, but I made it work.
It was funny because I pulled in. I was late. John probably wants to point that out. I was a few minutes late.
I would never do that to you, Jamie.
But when I went to pull in, I was like, "Oh, there's garbage out. Oh, like that's got to be a challenging driveway to bring all that garbage down. Like it's a long driveway."
The last house was more challenging.
Yeah,
that's true.
Bro,
yeah. Did it have to go all the way out?
All the way.
Did it really?
Bro, the worst.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
But it wasn't that bad because I had my Cub Cadet, so I do my thing.
Yeah.
But like, problem is like I can't pull the garage, and it usually blocks the Cub Cadet. So, but
Cub Cadet, what's up? Give us a sponsorship.
No, but I'm actually getting a shed.
Are you?
2-story.
Yeah.
Not a massive one, but a little like loft on it.
We are. That's funny. The wife and I are. We're in the market. I'm not saying that for a hookup of any sort.
100%. That's what he's going. That's what he's.
No.
How convenient, James.
Weird.
No.
We weren't going to.
So you guys, do you have yours picked out? Because we're looking at one with windows and a loft and everything.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. It's got stairs and all. Yeah.
Nice.
Because I was like, I told my wife, I'm like, it's great and everything, but it just like I'd rather have like our little spare garage we have, with everything in it.
Yeah.
I'd rather have that for like if we have parties or something, I could have like food in there.
Right.
If it's raining, it's just easier and just.
You miss your the outbuilding.
Oh, 100%, bro. Yeah. Like we don't throw Ragers anymore, but like it was just nice to have because like we can do what we want. We can.
The last Rager I remember was Mila's first. I think.
The week later I got punched in the face. So good times.
Yeah.
But
did you?
Weird. Well, I didn't get knocked out that time, so it worked out well. But no, but yeah, I do miss that. But my wife was actually talking, so we just realized I don't know why we didn't realize this, but behind our house we have another 2 acres. There's a spot where like you thought there was all these trees, and there's not. There's like one row of trees. That's it, and there's like open area. I'm like, man, we could definitely cut those trees down and make like do something there.
You didn't know this?
Well, no, it was always brush. There was a ton of brush, and we just never went back there and really looked.
All right.
And we looked, and my wife said something. She's like, hey, what we could do is like knock these trees down, like build something. I'm like, actually, you're right. It's not gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be big as the other one.
Yeah.
But it's definitely.
But something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know, but I'm definitely getting a new shed. Be nice to put all the furniture because like I'm sick of putting everything in my garage and then in the secondary garage. It's just annoying.
Yeah. I'm excited about us getting a new shed. This is what life turns into.
I like when Stipe said, so we can, if we have parties or something, we can do whatever. Because I'm pretty sure I just want pool parties to happen.
That's what's gonna happen.
I'm so excited.
And I got a fridge. I have a fridge out there for us now, so you can put your beers in to keep them cold.
Wait, why? We don't have to put any beers anywhere. We just drink yours when we come over.
Yeah, but you want to walk.
There's like this whole garage full of beer.
Yeah, I get that, but do you want to walk all the way to the garage, or you want to walk?
No, we're going to make you drive your car, go get the beers, and then drive us, and then brush the snow off.
Yeah. Just use your Cub Cadet. You pull up, you grab beers.
There's fences in the way, fuck boys.
Okay, so what we'll do then, John, we'll come over. We'll go to the garage. We'll load up on beers, and we'll take them to the fridge. That's out by his.
Or they'll already be in there.
Okay, that'll work.
I'm saying there's a fridge. Listen, I know you guys are all using me. It's okay.
You should be a good host. Have the fridge preloaded for us by the pool.
And then
we'll just.
Did you get one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
And I got the Ranger, the portable one too. What?
Have you used it yet?
Yes.
So
the Ranger's pretty sweet. So I took it over to my in-laws. They had steaks, so let's see what it's all about. But it's got a skillet.
So it does.
And
So the biggest issue that I've seen with the Traegers is you cannot sear with them. But if it has a skillet, then you can sear with it.
It's a smaller version one. You could probably buy like a part with it to make it. You know what I'm saying? But like, it was great. I cook.
That's awesome.
Oh, dude. So like, my father-in-law, he's like real. Like, he's working in the restaurant business, so he's like really strict on the
He's
food.
into
Like,
it.
he
Yeah,
knows all about good food.
Right.
And he's like, bro, you killed it. I'm like, yes. Like the second time,
Nice.
I used it like with I was like, yeah, I was like nervous, like with the steaks. And so my next thing though, I think we do throw parties in the summer. I want to do a roast something
Okay.
all day. You get in the morning.
Do you you got to replace the pellets in there, right?
Yeah, dude, it's easy. But they last for 8 to 10 hours.
I just found John's.
Oh, funny you should say that.
The
oh
little
my
pig.
god,
Look at
dude!
that thing.
I'm so pissed I didn't get that one,
That looks. Was that pink?
Oh, it's super pink.
bro. I'll rock that for life.
That thing is badass.
But so talk about that. I was at Home Goods, and it was actually a good idea myself. My wife actually thought it was a great idea too. So it was a bronze pig like that, but it was just a grill.
Yeah.
I was gonna take the grill out of it and make it into a cooler.
Yeah,
There's
that would
a
work.
hole. I just plugged the hole and used it as a cooler. When people come over, they can put their beers in there. It was huge. And my wife was like, "That's actually a really good idea." I'm like, "Yeah." And I looked at the price. I'm like, "Yeah, it's gonna stay there."
Dude, yeah, they're so expensive, man.
Yeah.
Too expensive for a cooler.
Yeah, it was cool though. Like I almost did get it, but it was pretty sweet though.
Do you have a Yeti?
a Yeti?
The cooler.
I have like 7 of them.
Oh, the cooler?
Cups?
Yeah,
No.
people give them to me.
The
Wait, the
cup or
cooler or the cup?
Cooler.
Really?
Swear to God.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Jamie's like, my wife and I are also looking for a Yeti cooler.
No, actually, I don't have like 7 of them. I have like 2 or 3 of them. But like,
No.
I was doing things like they just gave them to me like as like a prize.
I'm actually I'm anti Yeti.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're so expensive
Yeah,
for a cooler.
they're the other ones that are off-brand. They're just the same.
Yeah, shitties. Have you seen those?
No.
Shitty coolers?
Is it really called?
Oh, I'll look that up.
Are they really called shitty coolers?
They're called shitty.
That's fantastic, actually.
Yeah, they're awesome.
I got.
Come get it. Give me one.
I keep one down at the boat, and I keep one in my golf bag.
You know, I gotta find. I have a great golfing cooler. A cup they gave me. It's not a golfer one, but it's like perfect size, and I can't remember what I did with it. I'm so mad.
Yeah, no, I'm all about the shitty coolers. I have to buy one of these this year, I think.
We had.
I'm gonna get the one with the motorized, like it's like a moped. You sit on it. And you drive
Yeah, I've
around.
seen those.
are
Yeah,
sick.
those have been out for a while now.
Yeah, I always wanted one.
Yeah, those are badass.
So speaking of the coolers, I said I had one in my golf bag. We were not able to get our Golf Pro for the Allison Rose Golf
we are
Foundation.
not.
However,
We
we
didn't have a professional golfer. We,
did
got a
get-
professional drinker.
we did
Professional.
get Tommy Daddy Hugs Kydell.
Yes. If you guys don't know, that's one of my best friends. And I was like, he's a big advocate for Allison Rose as well. He's
Yeah,
one of the
he's a
teachers.
teacher with us,
He's a teacher with Jamie. And
Yep.
yeah, my man couldn't do it. So I said, hey, Tommy, I wasn't even thinking. I was like, hey, dude, like, I knew he was going to be there. I don't know. But I was like, hey, you want to party? He was like, love to. And of course, that dude's the best, like, dude ever. Like,
We're gonna have
best drunk, best anything.
We're gonna have a real sloppy foursome. We went from like potentially winning the event to
just
now we're
getting brute
gonna be a real sloppy.
You're our ringer. Like it's you.
That's
No,
bad.
It falls on you, John.
No. Tommie is really good.
Tommy,
Tommy
yeah,
is?
yeah,
Tommy's good for the first
Right.
like 5 or 6 holes, and then when he starts drinking, it just goes to shit.
I'm showing up. I'll have my clubs. Okay, I promise. I'll bring them.
Listen,
Do
I
they
will
allow?
surprise you.
Do they allow jean shorts and tank tops at the course? Because I feel like that's Jamie's outfit for the day.
Can't remember the last time I wore a tank top, but I'm in.
I got you, Bill, baby.
Hulk Hogan rip away shirt.
It's gonna be.
yeah.
It's gonna be a shit show. I can't wait.
I'm excited actually.
I'm
about
really
that.
excited.
What,
Yeah.
No, but
I haven't golfed in 12 years.
Well, you just hitting the range, babe.
I'm going to Top Golf tomorrow, so
So everything will be fixed. You'll be ready to go.
That's-
what I
What's
do.
what's the fix?
One
man?
time out.
I'm not looking to
Just pick the ball up and throw it.
You know what the strength of my game is?
Nothing.
Sand game.
Really?
Sand
You
game.
being serious?
Because I hit the sand every fucking time,
Who doesn't,
so
right?
I'm pretty good at it.
That's great.
No, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to go. I might not even like swing a club. I'll just let you guys.
No, you
Listen,
have to swing a couple
I'm
because
gonna
we
do it,
need
Because what I got
we
for you,
need
though,
something.
hey, cigars for days.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna drink and smoke cigars.
You have to swing a club because the rest of us need something to laugh at for the course of the day.
I'll
Sure.
keep you
All right.
laughing all the time. Don't worry.
So yeah,
We'll be
I'm excited.
we'll be
So that's
blasting
why
music with
I
the
love-
Bluetooth in this.
Oh, yeah.
I got my ass of cigars, that's like my
Yeah.
that's like my go to. Like
Yeah.
no one likes them, and then like no one knew about them until I brought up, like you like asses a lot, right?
do.
So like they're great dudes, and like so. But I was always smoked them, and so when I do like golf scrambles or like the charity events and stuff like that, man, dude, I smoke like 30 of them.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go.
I smell so bad when I get my wife's like, dude, you got to shower, like,
No problem.
Yeah,
go wash my clothes.
Yeah, take care of this woman. No, I would never say that to her.
you wouldn't.
No, never. She would kill me.
Kick your ass.
100%.
So do you guys? So that's a ways away. I'm getting excited
It's
about
not
that golf
that far
outing.
away.
It's 2 months away.
Not even.
It's a month and a half.
No, it's
28th.
Kind of 2 months.
It's 2 months
the
away.
weekend before. Actually, I'm going to my brother's bachelor party.
Oh, nice. Where is it?
Ogden Hills.
Oh, that'll be good.
I just that'll be fun.
Yeah, we have a little house.
You guys get a
12 of us.
cabin down there, one of the big
Yeah,
cabins.
a huge one, but it's
You know
nice,
what I
it's
mean?
nice size.
Yeah,
Just to get away.
those are solid. The week before, 2 weeks before, I think 2 weeks before, I'm going to Portland.
For what?
I booked a flight. One of my buddies from college lives out there. He used to live in Columbus, got promoted, so he moved out there with his wife, and nobody's been able to go out and visit him. And he hit me up. He was like, "Hey,
So
I'd love to have anybody
Did you buy a
out."
ticket?
Like,
There's a reason.
well, actually, I bought a ticket last year for his bachelor party, and so I had all these flight vouchers. Got the same flight going back out there for half the price.
That's what I'm talking
So
about.
I still have half the vouchers
Good for
left.
you.
But
Good for you.
I'm gonna go. The high point of this trip though is I'm gonna go to the beach where they filmed the Goonies. So I'm really excited about it.
Fuck yes.
I know, right? Yes. Thank you for your excitement on
Dude.
that, Jamie. One time we see eye to eye on this.
I swear to God, I might book a flight. I won't even come hang out with your friend.
Can't come.
I just want to come see the beach. That's awesome. Like that's badass.
No, it's,
I just watched it with the kids
Yeah.
like not that long ago. Like
it's such a stupid thing, but like I
No.
literally
It's a good
like
movie,
I can sit there
awesome.
and be like, oh, I was on the beach where they filmed this movie. But I'm just going out to visit him for
You're in the house
long
of the
weekend.
former
So.
UFC heavyweight champ.
oh Jesus Christ. Former? Did something happen?
Yeah, like that.
The Goonies is one of my favorite movies. I kind of like Stipe.
Right.
I hate you.
Like so when did he move out to Portland? When,
So I feel bad for him. He took that promotion, moved out there, and then everything shut down. So like him and his wife like never got a chance to like go into the office and work with people.
so not only did everything shut down, then Portland's been a nightmare.
Yeah,
It's been bad. I think it's quieted down. I'm looking. I'm not
What's
saying
that
anything
called?
new,
Chad.
but that was Seattle.
Seattle.
Yeah, Portland's just been. There's been a lot going on. It's supposed to be an awesome town, though.
I know. That's
never been
why.
there.
So I'm sure we'll do like some hiking. We're supposed to go out that way and do whatever. And I've never been out there, so I'm pretty pumped for that. But I'm going to
fire
go.
up that bubble, bro.
Oh, when I'm in the travel mode.
You're new blood,
Fuck
bro.
yeah,
You're
dude.
new blood,
There
bro.
you go.
There you go.
Spread your seed, my friend.
new waters.
Spread your seed.
If you need, Stipe will take some new pictures for whatever
Listen,
you. Whatever
I'll
you
fly
need,
out with you. I'll get my own bubble. We can just boom.
There you
double
go.
date.
I don't think old Ryan Marie is going to be a big fan of that
I
one.
told her if we talked about this.
So
She supports
I'm
you,
just
John.
helping. I'm just helping.
I'm
Wait,
just helping John.
Steve Bay's saying this is he's the guy that ran away from the girl at the Browns game because he was
right.
afraid his wife was going to murder him.
That shit's not gonna do.
Like a week or two before the golf outing we're playing in, I'm flying out there.
That's badass.
Yeah,
That's
so it's something to look forward to. Just something to do. I couldn't travel all last year, basically.
I gotta tell you too. I actually just got a message the last couple of days from the founder of the foundation, and he really enjoyed when we had Volante on here, and we went from.
Do we have to get Volante to come out here now?
We went from they're gonna send Volante and his family
he had no idea
some
what,
stuff,
but yeah.
which is cool. But no, they really what led to that was we went from talking about cartoons, then we were talking about the foundation and the golf outing again, and then we immediately went into cartoon sex, and he was like, "That was the best segue I've ever heard in my life." I was like, "Oh,
He's like,
that's awesome."
dude, he's like the guy from the Rochester. I
Dude,
showed banger.
It
dude.
was
Seriously.
it was so awkward and awesome. Like it was.
Well, that's how we do it,
good.
man.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
What else would we do?
That's it.
But,
Yeah. So big in my life of late has been talk of vacation with the
I ain't
family.
going nowhere.
Oh, you have to.
We're trying to figure it out.
You normally go
Yeah,
somewhere
Canada,
every year,
right?
don't
Go
you?
to Canada every year.
Wow, that's
last year
an
got-
interesting choice of a vacation
And they're
trip.
still closed down, right?
Yeah, so last year they were completely shut down the border, and the border is still shut down.
So where do you go, and why is that the location? Because you go to the same place every year,
It's
don't
pretty
you?
nice, dude. It's pretty, like I've seen pictures.
It's laid out.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, so I think back when I was a kid, like a lot of people from Ohio went there because it's only like a 6 to 7 hour drive.
Where is it?
It's
Canada.
hour and a half north.
It's this giant plot of land north of the United States.
It's called Rice Lake. It's like an hour and a half northeast of Toronto, and it's phenomenal. The resort we go is like everything is it's perfect.
Oh, I know
for
it's a
us.
resort. I know that.
Yeah, a bunch of cottages.
Only time I see like you guys are fishing and doing stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. That's the
Yep.
reason I never seen like
Yeah,
behind
they
the
got
scenes.
two pools. They
Stipe.
How
got,
badass.
When did Jamie become so bougie? He's going to resort.
I've been going there my whole
He's
life,
like,
bro. My parents
if you heard
raised
him,
me there.
he's like, oh,
Bro,
you're
you
getting
know
a shed? Huh? Huh?
I'll tell you about
Oh, Club Cadet? Oh, resort in Canada?
He's like Yeti. Nah, shit,
He's like,
I'm out on the clit. I'm out.
He's
on
like,
the
I
Yeti.
can't get a Yeti. Cool. All right. Well, fuck those guys.
Yeah, so
Just kidding,
anyways,
Yeti. If you want to be a sponsor,
please meal
Anyway,
us at Jazz Back.
So that's that. It looks like they keep extending the border shutdown for 30 days. So we finally started looking at other places. So we were looking at Florida, like Marco Island, Keys, all
yeah,
that.
Mark Island. That's right, Sarasota. That's right there.
Bro, everything is like 400% higher than normal. We're like, yeah, I'm not paying this much for that.
Well, it's summertime too. It's,
Yeah,
I mean, if you
yeah.
went like during like off season,
Yeah, we're looking at Chautauqua now because it's a couple
like,
hours away.
Chicago
There's a
Lake-
bunch of
dude,
houses.
Tell Marcus might let you stay at his place. I swear to God.
I mean, I'd pay him. Does he rent it out ever? Or
No, but he
see
knows
how that
you.
worked, Jamie?
Bro, he has a nice,
awesome.
he has a huge loft. He's a loft barn. It's pretty badass. I'll
Are
ask
you
him.
serious?
I swear to God.
Yeah,
He's
talk
built
to
it.
him. We're
He's
looking.
got like 30 acres. He got for like 10 grand.
Dude, we're looking. So
Like,
you just
I'll-
if you
dude,
talk
honestly,
to him,
you
great.
will honestly out there, dude. It's badass.
Yeah,
Like,
it
it's
is.
fun. So
we
went
like it there.
So it was funny. I remember one time we went there. I called it Coaches Summit. My wife's like, "You're an idiot." Like
I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So we went there. It was me, Marcus, Dr. Paul, Bobby, my coach Bobby. Dr. Paul's also a coach. He's my nutritional, chiropractor, and then was it Anthony. Yeah, Anthony. And so we had 5 of us there. We got there. We get to Marcus. This is when you had a little condo at first.
Mm-hmm.
We get there. We drank 8 bottles of wine in 4 hours.
Oh,
No, that's not the start of the night, dude. It was still like 7 o'clock.
yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah,
So,
no, that's
yeah. So then we went out and we were just going all over the place. We were having fun. I remember we went to Southern Tier Brewery, which is a big
Yeah.
one. I didn't know how big it was until I went to another bar locally here and I saw like a logo. I'm like, oh, Southern Tier, I've been there. A great place too. So we're doing our thing. And then we went to a place called, it was like 1,000 Cherries or something, some bar. So no one's noticed me really throughout the whole night. I'm like, this is great. Like, I'm enjoying myself, right? Last bar we go to, I'm like, hey, man, can I get? And the guy's like, and he's like, points his finger right in my face. And Mark is like, yes, that's him. That's him. I'm like, you fucking asshole. You be a dick, you know? But dude was awesome. Dude's like, bro, you're a legend. Blah, blah, blah. Thanks, man. I take a picture with him. Bro, we're there for an hour. I've forgotten, like, we get like 30 drinks, 30 shots. Like, I'm like, we should get here the whole night, you know?
Yeah.
But they were great, and we had a great time. So then we're leaving, and I'm pretty sure a cab driver, because I don't have Uber out there, because it's like, you know, it's kind of desolate a little bit. This dude hasn't been drunk, dude. We're flying through the fog, and I'm looking at Mark. And we see Mark so nervous. He's like this. He's like holding onto his chair, like shaking. It was funny. And then we get back to Marcus's place, and Dr. Paul's like, I can't find my phone. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I think I fell out somewhere.
Oh shit.
I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, you need it because you own a practice and it has all your numbers. He's like, it's okay. And now thinking about it, like he probably had all his numbers because he has, he saved it to the cloud. You can't lose anything in the cloud.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, but me being Stipe, I take it upon myself to find his damn phone. So I'm calling. I finally get a hold of someone.
Somebody answered his phone.
Bro. So someone drops it off at a tattoo parlor. Tattoo parlor calls me. I call that. He answers. He's like, I'm like, what do you got in the front of the house? He's like, I have a gargoyle statue. I'm like, leave it at the gargoyle statue. He's like, okay. The cab driver that picked it up went and got it. I called him. He went and got it.
Holy shit.
Kept his number. I go, Bobby, give me $100. I never paid out the $100 back to Bobby. I give the guy $100. I got Dr. phones back.
That's crazy.
Well,
That's crazy.
Then after that, we're all passed out. I thought Bobby and Dr. Paul were going to die the way they were breathing. They had sleep apnea. And And then Bobby wakes up, right? And he's like, he's peeing, and I heard him go, oh, he passes out, and his hand goes into the toilet.
Holy shit!
It was like pandemonium, bro. It was the fun, dude. I had so much fun.
That's a great trip.
Oh, it was a great
now,
trip.
is what's the name of the club you and Marcus are in again?
Oh, the Velour Club.
Was that part of the Velour Club?
No, we're actually talking about doing that, actually.
Okay.
That was
or
the
Hockey
Coaches
Hills.
Summit.
Coaches Summit.
Coaches
that's right.
Summit. It was fun,
that's
though.
right.
It was a good time. We had fun, and then we went another time. We went for one day. It was me, Marcus, Bobby, and Alex. And I remember the one time we went on Marcus's boat. It was nice, during the winter. Or, not
During the winter?
During summer, man. So we're flying around the boat, right? And there's like all these people on this lake, And of course, Stipe comes out in his American thong.
As Stipe will.
And I'm like, Marcus, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, hey, I want to get in a tube, dude. And I'm flying around in this tube, and the people are dying of laughter, dude. I was like, I got no shame in my game, bro.
That's awesome. Whose boat?
Marcus.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The best thing watching Marcus is...
And that's down
Marcus, like, he actually knows a lot about a boat now since he has it, but
Took him a little while.
But it's so funny, like, he's like, oh, I got to do this. I'm like...
So...
Is that down at the Lake Chautauqua?
Yeah. You would like a lot.
Do you know what Jamie just heard? Oh, I get to use a boat too.
No.
I use
No,
this
no,
bar.
yeah,
No,
no,
I'm just
they
kidding.
got boat rentals
I'm
up there.
kidding.
So the whole point of what I brought up was any vacations. I mean, you got Portland coming up. Anything
Probably
else?
not, because I have a baby on the way.
That's right.
So my wife is nesting, as you would say.
That's
so
right.
I have a laundry list of things to do tomorrow.
You know what I'm hearing? Boys trip.
Ooh.
I'm hearing boys trip.
I mean, I'm okay with that too. I'm gonna be allowed to do that.
I'm hearing. No, you're not.
I'm not against it.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm okay
boys
with
trip.
that. We can do a podcast at the boys trip.
Ooh. Yeah. We won't.
been a lot
There
of-
will be no audio or video because Jamie will forget everything.
100%.
And then.
Yeah, we'll do it from our iPhone.
I got
Wow.
I am kidding, Jamie.
You're
it's
not.
not like
He's not
it's
kidding.
not like you've ever forgotten
I've
anything.
forgotten things. But I also walk in and you're like just sitting there, not helping in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
all right.
That's.
He doesn't even say bye to us. He's
here-
just walking out the door.
I'm here to be the C level talent out of the group here.
Yeah,
So we got A and B, and you guys, and I'm C.
we got to start figuring out a guys trip then.
Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking.
Dude, I really want to travel more this year because I didn't get to do any last year.
I think a
So
lot of people
nobody
do.
did.
I think a lot of people.
yeah, I mean, I got the Portland trip. I got to go to the Outer Banks for a wedding.
I'm going to that.
Ooh, that makes me happy.
It's July, right?
End of June, beginning of July.
July 4th, right? There's a July 4th.
Right
weekend.
before.
Yeah, I think we're actually going to go.
Oh, that makes me happy.
There you
Of
go.
course, you're gonna have fun now.
Then I'm gonna have a blast.
No, actually, yeah.
And
Vinny,
then,
I'm excited about that.
And then I got a fishing trip in New York.
Okay.
Oh, that'd be fun. You do that every year, though, don't you?
Yeah, I do that every year.
Yeah.
Nice. Where do you guys go?
Point Breeze, Lake Ontario.
Oh, that's right by Orange County.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how to get there. I know I just drive on the one highway and then I
90.
get off at the one thing.
Yeah,
Go
it's
straight
pretty much 90. Yeah, I mean,
But yeah, those are the only three things I have so far. But like, yeah, I'm down for a dude's trip.
are you good at fishing?
No.
Okay, good. 'Cause I'm saying,
You don't have to be though.
Oh, I'm saying that with girls thing too. He's fishing for girls. You ain't
Jesus.
either.
Yeah.
Are you gonna wear your-
it translates.
you
It
gonna
crosses over. I'm bad at
I'm
both.
just throwing it out there.
Are you going to wear your Bumble outfit on the
Bro,
trip?
please-
You know what's funny? That's a great Halloween costume idea. It really is.
It is, yeah.
I got to write that
And then
down
you
so I
can
don't
do-
forget.
And then you do like little envelopes to give the girls, and then have their name and number.
It's got your name and number on it.
Yeah.
No, it
That's
has.
actually a great
They fill
idea.
it out and then they
Yeah,
give it to
fill
me.
you give it to him.
That's a lot of work.
They
though.
give it to me.
No. He could put like a little thing right here, like a little pocket protector almost thing, a bigger size with like no cards on it.
Yeah.
Bro,
See?
listen
Look
to
at
Steve.
this.
Steve will take you to promised land.
There you go.
Listen,
Can't go wrong.
I might have got concussed last weekend, but I got a good idea still.
You got concussed last weekend?
Fine.
Had no idea.
Yeah.
The
I think the whole world did.
yeah, that's not a bad idea. That's a good.
It's a great idea.
Right?
And I hate thinking of Halloween costumes. So anybody who does it for
Done
me,
deal.
I'm
You
fans.
talking about how awesome
It's
my
April
Reno-
1st and you already got it.
I know.
Do you remember my Reno 911?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Everybody does.
How great was it? That was a fake mustache too.
Really?
I had to.
Didn't know.
Not many people thought it was real.
Oh,
I
seriously?
swear to God. Because I had to shave. I worked, I think, the day before or 2 days before, so I had to
Okay, so
shave
you had
it.
to shave.
I couldn't keep it. And then I don't think I think I bought the costume like the day before.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Balls popped out a few times, but it is what it is.
Oh, whatever. It's a
So-
Halloween costume. Shit happens.
I love it.
So Jamie, we're recording this kind of late, not too late. We were talking about it because I'm like, oh, I don't want to wake up. I have to wake up super early to go run in the morning. So we were talking about working out and whatever. How's your workout progress going?
You look good though. I was in your face. Not joking around. Not bullshitting.
I think you're being a smart ass, but
I
thanks.
swear to God, I'm not being a smart ass.
No, it's going well. I haven't weighed myself in forever.
You don't need to.
I did the.
Oh, you feel good.
I made the transition in the last like week and a half with a lot of. It's all been cardio. Now it's cardio and lifting weights and circuits and.
Do you allow yourself cheat days?
Very much.
Yeah,
Today
there's gotta
turned
be-
into one, which I didn't want, but today got away from me. Today was super busy.
There's
A
got to
lot of
be
shit going on.
There's got to be balance.
There has to
You got
be.
to oil the
Yeah.
machine, bro.
Yeah.
Oil the machine. I like
Yeah,
that.
I do like that. But yeah, no, like if I want to get a bottle of wine and enjoy a Friday night at home or whatever, and or get a burger, or I took my son out to dinner last weekend and I ended up getting a salad, which sounds like my son's an asshole. He made fun of me so hard when I ordered a salad.
He's like going now, so he thinks he's like tough shit.
He
now.
does,
You know?
yeah, with a long ass hair.
Yeah,
and
he's
a
like,
whip.
I'm sweet.
But the salad came out and it was basically like a Caesar salad, but it had blackened shrimp and
That sounds fantastic.
dude, it was one of the best meals I've had in a really, really long time. And I told I'm eating it, and he saw the smile on my face, and he's like, "Is that good?" And I'm like, "It is absolutely."
You're not gonna touch
amazing."
it.
Jamie's like,
Can I have
Punch you right-
can I have a shrimp? I'm like, "No, you can go fuck
Yeah,
yourself."
I'll punch you
Jamie,
in the face.
Jamie's like, if you want to get a bottle of wine on a Friday night, and in reality, it's like, if you want to get a keg and
Yo.
throw fireworks into a bonfire
sounds
in my
amazing. Yes,
backyard,
that's
it
what I
gets
want.
real dark real quick.
That's what I want.
So that was a good cheat day for you. I gotta hit up cheat days too, because what I realized is like there's people that like they go so strict on one kind of diet and then it's not sustainable and then you end up falling way off the wagon.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite go-tos is Taco Bell. Like I know we've talked about it's one of all of our fan favorites. It's one of all of our fan favorites. But the reason I bring it up is so I was waiting in line for my cheat day Taco Bell. There was this person in front of me who's getting an order. Now when I pull up, there's literally this person and me.
So you're thinking we're golden.
Yeah,
Quick,
I'm like,
we're out.
and
yeah.
I'm right in that like rush hour of
Yeah.
like I just beat everybody who's going to get their.
That's the best feeling. That's the best
and it's
feeling.
cheat and it's cheat day. Give me this tacos.
yeah, I'm like, yeah.
And you're a dollar menu guy. Nothing fancy.
I'm getting all excited about
Yeah.
it. I have my window down because the weather was nice for a few days there, and I'm like
raw beef.
so I can hear the person in front of me's order. I was so upset. Everything on their menu is the same stuff, just in like different layers or like the number of tortillas wrapped around it.
Selfish
Like that's
pricks.
all it is, right? So this person in front of me,
So like you got a Supreme, they got Crunchwrap Supreme.
yeah, it's like there's literally like whatever. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, I already know my order's the same every time. You go to Taco Bell, you know what you get, you know it works, right?
yeah.
So the person in front of me is like, do you have steak burritos with this thing and this thing? Like it's not even a menu item. So she builds a personal burrito from the ground up. She's like, I'd like it on a tortilla, and then can you put steak? And then do you have this kind of thing? And they're like, no, sorry, we don't have this. Like, da da da.
It's okay, I have my car.
She's running through like
And this is
every ingredient. Now, mind you, the poor people that work at Taco
Right,
Bell
yes.
are like, everything's just on pre-programmed buttons.
Yes.
Like, you tell us what you want, you put it in. So they have to sit there and figure out how to do every single topping.
You got weird fingers, by the way.
Thanks, man.
That was awkward.
And this
You see
is
that?
that did not. This is middle of the day,
That
right?
was weird.
This
Freaked me out a little bit.
I have it. By the way, I have it on video, so
Thanks.
we'll be able
That
to
was
check
weird.
that.
Don't
out.
worry.
I
No one else will
can't-
ever
I
be able to
can't-
fuck off.
They were just, I don't know, weird.
This is the middle of the day.
No, it was like right around dinner time.
10 in the morning.
But it's not. It's not.
You're like, it was 8 a.m.
I expect some
had a
shit like
hankering
this
for
at like
Taco Bell.
late night. Somebody's hammered. and I'm
No,
going to be
it
an
was
asshole.
it was
but-
dinner time.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Whatever.
Go
and,
inside.
And
Yeah.
literally from the ground
Yeah,
up.
fucking
And
go
I'm
on.
like, you have to be kidding me. And now as she's putting her order in, I'm looking in my rearview mirror. There's like 5 cars behind me
Who
now.
cares, though?
Did you try to back out and go get a fillet of fish?
No, I couldn't. That was not a
Don't
bad
start
idea,
there.
Jamie.
Don't start there.
No, but like I couldn't back out at this point because there's 5 cars behind me and I'm in the drive-through line and the same person who was making this order when no one was there and now all of a sudden has like the longest line ever and we're stuck there. And then like I guarantee you, and here's the worst part, I guarantee you they screwed her order up.
100%.
Like by the time
There's
she got up there and got it,
And then she got
guarantee I
all
was
pissed
wrong.
off when she got home, and it's like,
Yeah.
you don't realize you're the problem.
Yeah.
You, ma'am,
Yeah.
were the problem. Yeah.
It's so.
Yeah.
No, you know what? God bless her.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know why? Because she wanted her Taco Bell right.
so go inside and make
I
that
know, I
order.
would've done the same thing.
Don't back everybody up in the
I'm like, listen,
drive-thru.
dude, give me
We're in a
5
hurry.
Frito burritos, 2 Nacho Bel Grandes.
That's it. I'm
like,
so hungry now.
just give me a
You guys
Dr.
for
Pepper.
this.
There's a Taco Bell.
You're
right now.
welcome, Jamie.
Just go to State. Boom, right there.
No,
Right there.
I can't do
welcome.
it. Maybe.
You could go.
That's the opposite of home.
You're welcome.
You could go scarf down some Taco Bell and watch the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League. Be a nice evening in for you.
What is that on? You text about
HBO
it.
Max.
HBO
I don't
Max.
have that.
You get it for a week free. I found that out. Because Godzilla and King Kong.
I heard it's
That was
on
not
there.
bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. It's interesting.
You're not expecting a good plot.
We watched the trailer.
It was.
I haven't
It was,
seen
did,
it yet.
yeah.
It was interesting, like just the way the whole King Kong thing was, because like they actually worked together. It was weird. I was not used to that, and like
Right.
hence didn't help to do. My daughter was like sleeping, so I was like watching it pretty much silent.
Quiet, yeah.
So it was like, hey,
Right.
what are you doing? You know, we can barely stuff, and but it wasn't that bad. It was King Kong is a savage though. Goddamn, that boy.
I got, what did I get into this week?
Porn.
There's so much.
No.
There's so much good stuff that's actually come out recently. Stipe, you and I were talking before we started recording. Falcon and the Winter Soldier
Yeah,
is
you watched
pretty
that?
good.
I haven't
The
seen
new,
it
oh,
yet, but I heard.
speaking of hockey, the new Mighty Ducks.
When they come out,
It's
It's
so
out.
good.
No.
the
Is it
first
really good?
episode,
I
dude.
haven't
The
watched
first
it.
episode is
wait,
so
it
good.
comes out once a week.
Yes.
Yeah, once a week.
Dang it.
This is my
You're only
problem with
Stupid.
Disney. I hate it.
I can't
Yes.
do it. I can't do it.
Yep.
Be Netflix.
So
throw them all
you
in
wanna
one
I'll
binge
season.
it?
wait until the whole thing comes out, and then we're in.
I'm the same way.
Although my kids have been like the last couple of days, like, can we watch? Like, so we're gonna end up watching.
It's so- it's
Is
so-
it
tell
awesome.
Them, tell
It's
them yes.
surprisingly-
Tell them like if you pay for it, yes. Guess what? I'm paying for it. No,
I'm not gonna do that.
I know. I wouldn't do the same.
It's surprisingly good.
So gonna check that out. Probably tomorrow's Friday, so it'll probably be tomorrow
And
night.
Gordon Bombay also might be your spirit animal.
Why,
He's like the
they're both-
perfect
they're both-
balance of
they're
like
both-
cranky, bitter.
and cranky.
and
all,
awesome.
No, wait,
Yeah.
no, cranky,
Okay.
bitter all the time. No awesomeness.
Yeah,
No,
cranky, bitter all the
that's
time.
Bullshit, man.
Yeah.
So speaking of, I don't know, tie this in somehow. So the kid is a hockey goalie. The deal was you get 5 shutouts, I'll get you a PlayStation 5.
You're like 30.
No, he had 3. He gave up one. He gave up 1 goal in.
So,
8
are you
games.
about to reward your
he
child
want-
for failure?
No. So it turned into this whole thing, the whole hockey team, right? All the parents are, so we get to the championship game. He gives up 1 goal in the
Wow.
championship. And it turns into, like, they make it to the locker room. They're all chanting his name. He had a great game.
Bro,
Great season,
your
whatever.
son's a savage.
All the parents come up to me afterwards, and there's all these pictures and everything. And they're
Good
all
move.
like,
I know what he did.
all the all the parents are like, you're getting him a PS5, and I'm like, no, I'm not. The deal was 5 shutouts. He got 3. You're getting him a PS5 this year. I'm like, that's not going to happen. Like, I'm not teaching him that to fail is okay because he failed. He didn't fail. I'm like, no, we're not coddling. I'm not this guy, right? I'm not this guy, obviously. So I went out.
Buy
and
it
got
for
him,
yourself.
I went out and got him an Oculus.
I mean, that's the same goddamn thing, dude.
It's so nice.
It's so much better because you can do so much more now.
Dude, I get so sick putting this thing on. I can do it for about 30 minutes.
It's sweet though, isn't it?
Dude, it's bad.
Dude, I gotta start playing it 'cause there's like,
Do you have it?
Yeah. We
Wait,
have, like-
why have we not done this?
Are you kidding
That's a
me?
great question.
you
Like,
know
I'll
what?
bring mine.
Oh, we can do it. You have to buy one. You might have to buy one now because we can actually play Call of Duty. Like it's not
Like,
Call of Duty.
he has nothing but expendable
I know,
income.
I'm
He
like,
just
shit.
laughed.
Bro,
I know, no. That's
He has
not why I
no- he
laughed.
has
I'm
no
like,
rent.
now I
He
have
has
to.
no rent.
Now I have to.
I know.
Now I have to
He
get
has no
an
rent.
Oculus.
No, it's
Dude.
pretty
Son
sweet.
of a
It's
bitch.
Wi-Fi. It's pretty sweet. Like,
Dude.
So like it's cool. They have a Call of Duty. It's not that Call of Duty itself, but it's like
It's
like-
pretty cool, though.
It's just like
I've watched some videos. I haven't bought it. But
just
Yeah.
Did you see the new thing coming out? Like you're in one stationary. It's like a treadmill, and you run.
shut up.
It's just like it is.
I have
It's
to
probably
check
like
that out.
5 foot by 5 foot, and a shoe strap in, and you run around like this.
Have you ever seen the movie Ready Player One? I feel like that's what this is becoming.
This
100%.
is
love that.
So
I read that book.
just-
I read that book actually.
So did I. It's great.
Great
the
book.
book's
So,
better than the
way,
movie.
way
Stop.
better. Way better.
Book's better
Stop.
than the movie.
So no, it's way
Stop.
better, dude.
Stop. You did not read a fucking book.
I swear to God. I swear to God. I'll call Al Cooper. He borrowed the book from me.
So last week I just finished Ready Player 2. There's a
The
Ready
sequel.
Player 2.
God,
It's awesome.
dang, no, it's not. When did
awesome.
it come out?
Last year maybe.
Son of a bitch.
I didn't know that.
I had no idea.
No, I like.
But it's a good book.
I like the book better than the movie, but
Yeah,
the movie's
100%.
good too.
No, yeah, but that book was way better. 'Cause the movie was so different.
A really good friend of mine, we'd go back and forth about books, and when we got the Oculus, I had taken a picture of my kids using it, and I'm like, we're in the Oasis, bro. Like, and it is like you put those things on, and you're like,
You're gone, bro.
The first time I put it on, my wife could not stop laughing at me because I just kept going, "Oh my god!"
I just saw on I don't know what it was, some platform, and when dude would touch him, and dude straight fucking biff and smoked his face.
Oh, there's got to be a bunch of those out there. I ran into a wall.
Some guy fell into his flat screen and fell off the wall.
Yeah, dude, it's like that scares me. Like,
Did you see? There's one where like it looks like you're stepping out on like a plank,
You're
like on the
out
edge of a
on
building.
the building,
That's
dude.
terrifying.
Dude, so me and Jamie's friend Aaron had it,
Aaron.
and so I was like, hey, dude, do me a favor, and he's like, what? So I had my mother-in-law put it on. I was like, hey, Gino, I got you set up. We gave it virtual porn.
Oh my god, you got porn on that thing?
She's like, what is this? I'm like, Gene, why do you keep watching it?
Oh my god.
We have it on video. It's the funniest thing because she had no idea what's going on. Like, it was the best thing I've ever seen.
There's some video, like there's some games out there I can't wait to check out.
Who makes Oculus?
Oculus, yeah, you like it a lot.
Who owns that
Facebook.
company? Facebook owns that company.
It's actually
Facebook. So they take all your data and whatever. I don't give a fuck.
It's pretty sweet. Yeah, you're almost better off buying a PS5 because you probably wouldn't have been so enamored with the Oculus. Because the Oculus, you tell your son.
I'm so into it.
Is it like preloaded with game? Like how does that
No,
work?
you download it. It's like
download
YouTube,
games.
like you do whatever you want.
Yeah, you just pick
But
whatever.
It's like having that,
Yeah.
but you can play games and like.
But the one you had just brought up where you like walk out on the building or whatever,
Yeah.
like that comes where you just like people built that and downloaded it into the system. So you like so it's like the Oasis where you're like hitting different scenarios.
Yeah.
I literally was like stepping out, like I was actually stepping out on it. My wife could not stop laughing at me. And then I was like, here, like you just got to see this. She made it a second and a half and was like, I'm going to get sick. Like,
Really?
like, oh, dude.
It's pretty intense.
So I've watched a bunch of videos now and they're like, do not. There's like ones where you ride roller coasters and shit. Like, and they're like, don't start with that. Do not start with that because you're just going to
You got to work your way
Start
up.
with walking.
Yeah.
It's like not hitting things.
Yeah. It's they're insane. Like I can't wait to get more deeper into it.
Yeah,
It's,
actually, like someone gave it to me as a present, and
of course.
yeah, not really.
I got you.
And now, God, because everyone's been talking about it too, and everyone's been on it. So, but I really want to check out that one that's like you strap in, you have like a vest, and you sit on the treadmill and you run around. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll have to check that
Like
out.
I
That's
mean,
cool.
it's like it's interesting because like you think about it, people are like, oh, sit around and play video games. Like you're actually running. Dude.
You're actually running. Yeah,
It's pretty neat. You know what I mean, like, it's actually pretty cool.
So, here's a throw a question out there for you, Jamie. What are the odds that you've collected any emails or DMs?
I've got. We have
that.
emails, homie.
We got
I got a
some.
great one too. I'm going to do my first.
Yeah. Do you have access on there or no?
I don't.
Okay. Let me give me a second because it's on my phone.
I owed him $250 because I got knocked out.
Oh, somebody told you that?
Yeah.
That was nice of them.
I said, hey.
That's
understanding.
you didn't respond, right?
I didn't
Okay.
respond.
Just
I was like, oh,
don't
sorry.
respond.
Yeah, it's good now.
Don't respond. Yeah, we did have a few come in here. So, from Martin, hey guys, love the show. I have two questions for you. I'm thinking it's safe to assume that Stipe is the most famous person in John and Jamie's phones. Go fuck yourself. But I'm wondering.
Did it actually say that?
It does. No, I said that. But I'm wondering who Stipe considers the most famous person in his contact list. I like that. That's
My
a good
wife.
question. That's a fucking terrible answer.
I'm going to tell you said that.
You tell her.
I'm going to tell
You
you.
tell her.
You got the nice one.
All right. Take the wife out of the equation. Who is the most famous person in your contact list?
You know, I don't know, man. Like, I just got Mickey Rourke's number.
That's pretty famous.
Sweet, dude.
Yeah.
I actually called him. He's like, I was supposed to call him like 2 days
He's
ago.
a bit fucking crazy.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, he's a good dude. Like, I met him at the
Sounds like
Anaheim.
a future guest.
Dude, I would love to have him. Like, he's just like I met him, like, we've chatted on DMs before, and like, I met him after Anaheim, dude. I'm like, I love you, dude.
Yeah.
He's just a good dude. And like my boy Jan Gomes, you know, like, that dude's awesome, of course. We text every other day.
You talk to Gomes all the time.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think. If I have more, I just don't, like, you know what I mean? Like, I have Steve Lemmy from, like, Super Troopers.
Yeah. Jeremy Piven.
Oh, Jerry Piven. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. All right. So second part for Stipe, how does yeah, we're probably not good. It's all about health insurance in the UFC, and we'll probably gonna skip on that one. All right, one more. Let Stipe know he is still the greatest heavyweight MMA has ever seen. It actually says never seen, but I don't think they meant that. Great fighter and greater human, and inspiration to me and many others. Look forward to seeing him back in the octagon, although his legacy is already set in stone. So no questions, no nothing. They just want to tell you they love you.
Just a compliment.
That was it, man. That one was before, so yeah.
Have you, I think there's a couple in the
Instagram
DMs. Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can pull them up. We have a couple guys reached out. One guy named, I'm going to pronounce this wrong. I think they're Croatian. How do you pronounce, Stipe, how do you pronounce Stanko? Is it Stanko or Stanko? Stanko. So Stanko and some guys over at Doghouse TV gave us a shout out. They had a video that they posted on their YouTube channel where they were over in Croatia just asking people about you.
I saw
and
that.
yeah, and so everybody was saying really cool things about you. So just giving them a shout out for the video. Wyatt also sent us a message with a picture of like 3 goofy looking dudes, and it said all podcasts have the same 3 people hosting it.
I saw that actually.
And there's like one half bald guy, like chubby half bald guy, like a nerdy,
That's me.
a nerdy looking guy, and then like a kind of confused looking dad. So apparently that's what we are.
I love it. That's awesome. Yeah.
Those are the 3 there.
Yeah, there
And
was
then
one.
I think we got a kind of a spammy one too, because somebody was like, it looked more like a sexual request
Hey.
from.
Oh,
No,
is
not
that
like that.
OnlyFans? Is that
It's like a
OnlyFans
bots.
girl?
Yeah, it's like
It's like, oh, hey,
it's like an OnlyFans bots girl.
I'll show you my tits. Sweet.
So yeah, so.
We did have another email. This was a couple of weeks ago from somebody in Croatia, just letting us know we're doing well in Croatia. I was like, well, there's a shock.
We're like 140th.
Yeah, let's fuck it, man. We're plugging along. So hour 20, first
Damn.
one back.
We had to come strong.
Did, man. Hey, listen, I missed you guys. No bullshit. I
miss
really
you
did
guys
miss
too.
this.
I've been Jamie more you than John because John he's selfish and
John.
You know, I was gonna say I missed you, Stipe, more than Jamie. So it's like this like circle of hate that's happening here. One person misses one more than the other, and it just keeps moving.
So I'm new year, new me. I missed you both like a motherfucker, man.
That's a
Glad.
bullshit
Super
line,
happy
bro.
to be here right now.
You're
I can see the lie.
That's why he doesn't put the camera on himself, because he just has a shit-eating grin on his
Yeah.
face as he says nice
You know
things
he's
to
lying,
us.
dude.
Yeah,
John, I don't put the camera on myself because I'm ugly as a motherfucker. So
I never said that.
it is what it is.
I think you're beautiful.
I would never
not
say
on the inside, on the outside.
Thanks, bro. Not on the inside.
terrible on the inside.
That was
fantastic
awesome.
on the outside.
So, John, you want to go ahead?
Sure. All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. We will be back next week with the Jabs podcast.
We shall.
You can reach us via email. We'd love to hear from you guys. Stipe will give you money advice. I'll give you bad relationship
How
advice.
not to get knocked
and
out.
Jamie will tell you how to try and be a better person.
That's a lie.
I mean, try. That's why you said try. He's going to try his best.
That's
I'm a good human being.
You can reach us at email at the_jabs_podcast@gmail.com. You can find us on social media on Instagram and Twitter at Jabs Podcast.
you can find John on Bumble.
You can find me on Bumble if
Which
you
should be for Halloween, too,
If you
so-
search for you can find
Dude,
me on.
I think I'm the greatest. Dude, I'm telling you right now, you're gonna get this Halloween costume and you're gonna find your wife.
I know
telling you.
it's actually a solid idea.
It is.
You can find me on Halloween at
You might
Bumble.
get laid.
You can find me on Halloween at Bumble. No, you can find Stipe on all social media platforms at Stipe Miocic. You can find Jamie on Instagram and all social media platforms at Mekalek, Mekalek. And you can find me on Instagram at JP Chewbacca. It's like Chewbacca.ca. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, guys. Hey, honestly, real quick, thank you for all the support, and we're just having fun doing this, and appreciate you guys coming along the ride and all that good stuff, and it's gonna get better. But hopefully, eventually, you can understand what I'm saying.
You're doing great, buddy.
Thanks, big guy.
Love you, homie.
And we'll have video.
See ya.